Hello everyone. I'm so glad you have joined me today. I love sharing my ideas with you and I hope I inspire you with today's creation. And here it is. Isn't it cute? Now if you do not have this stamp set, it's retiring. Check out the link below with all the supplies I used for this one and make sure you get yours before it's gone. All right, let's see what we're going to do. First thing you need is you need a piece of Very Vanilla. That's measurements are all on my website. And you also need a scrap paper because you're going to do some off stamping. All right, I am using the Beautiful Friendship stamp set for this one, and I specifically used the hydrangea, the 2 leaves, the 3 leaves, and this spray. I also use Swirly Frames, this one, and my sentiment came from Four Season Floral, which is a beginner's brochure stamp set, and this one is retiring also. I love this stamp set. Gonna miss it. All right, let's get started. The first thing you need is Bumblebee ink, and you're going to stamp the hydrangea using that. So I inked it up and I stamped it once, twice, and then a third time. I did not re-ink it each time, so I get that kind of mottled look for the background. All right, let me get rid of this because we're done with this ink. The next thing I did was I stamped my leaves using Mossy Meadow. All right, so I'm going to stamp the 3 leaves first, and I did not off stamp it. I had to check and see, so I stamped it there. And then before re-inking, and I'm going to stamp off, or it's going to go off the page, I stamped it again over there, so it was like a little bit of space in there. Then I used the 2 leaves, and this one I did off stamp first. I'm going to put this here, and I stamped it here and here. Oops. Okay, that's what happens if you stamp and don't go all the way off. See how I got the 2 pieces? I'll hide it. So I've got my green stamped in. Now it's time to get the Mary Merlot. And I used that for this image. And because my Mary Merlot it's not real bright, it probably needs to be re-inked, I can take and just use it. And I'm kind of going in this center area. So I stamped it once here. Then I inked it up and I stamped it and stamped it. And then I went down here and I stamped it down there. So I meant to hide that and totally missed it. All right, well, I'm going to add another one. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'll off stamp it and add it down here like so. There we go. So it's kind of hidden. There's always a way to fix it. All right, while I have my Mary Merlot out, I'm going to take a scrap of Very Vanilla and I'm going to ink up my thank you and I'm going to stamp it. And I have finished all my stamping, so it's time to put our card together. So I have my card base of Mary Merlot that I have scored. And I'm going to use my bone folder. Oh, I'm not done stamping. I totally forgot. And I heard you yelling at me. I did not do my rectangle. So I have my rectangle. Here is the Mary Merlot ink. And I'm going to ink that up real good. Got to bring my scrap paper back in. And I'm going to use a 3rd generation stamping. So that means I'm going to stamp it once, twice, and then I'm going to go on here And I'm going to stamp it on here, like so. Okay. So I get that faint background. It just kind of frames it. Now I'm ready. Okay. Pulling back my card base. This is going to go on like this. I know there's a lot of space at the top, but that's okay. It draws your eye down to that image in the corner. Sometimes you need to shake things up a little bit, so that's what I did. All right, so I'm going to glue that down. I still have my punches, so I use my punches a lot. I'm going to use the 1-inch circle punch to punch out the thank you. I love my punches because it makes it so easy to make a card, and if you like to mass produce it, it's perfect. Then I'm going to use the 1 1/4 and a piece of Mary Merlot, and that is the really old one because we haven't had that style punch for a while. I'm going to glue this on here, and then we'll add, I don't know if you can see it real well, it's got gold twine behind it. Don't you just love it? If you are a paper crafter and don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love for you to be part of my newsletter community. Click the link below and join us. I share lots of ideas. Okay, I'm going to pull in my tear tape. All right. And I'm going to add a piece to the back of this so I can loop my gold twine. I know a lot of people wrap it around their fingers and it looks great. I do not have that ability. So this is from the Forever Greenery ribbon combo pack. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the back off, and I'm going to take and just start looping. So I just stick that in there, and I just loop it back and forth. No rhyme or reason. I just kind of let it go where it wants to go. And if I get a space that's empty, I do manipulate it a little bit to get the loops where I want them. All right. Get one over here. And then I need another one down here, so I'll go the opposite direction. All right. Can't get that one down to stick down in there. Let me cut this off and I'll add another piece to the back. That way I know that ribbon is sandwiched where I want it to be, and it won't come undone. Okay, so there we go. All right. Now I'm not taking that off because this is going to go on with dimensionals. So I'm going to pull in my dimensionals. I'm going to add one here. I'm kind of doing it in between the loops. I'll put that one there and one more over here. I tried to avoid the tear tape backing because it's slick and the dimensionals don't like to stick to it. All right. So what do you think of this card? Leave me a comment below and tell me. I think it's so cute and a great way to use this stamp set. All right, so there it is. And I have a smudge over there, don't know where it came from. But there's the card. And then don't forget to do the inside and the envelope. If you like today's creation, make sure you give me a thumbs up. If you want to know when I upload videos, click the subscribe button next to it. I hope you will give this one a try and share it with me. Have a great day.